topic is called Never, Ever, or Whatever. What did I say? Never, ever, or whatever. Yeah, good. So how many of you have something that you will never, ever do? Raise your hand. Wow, just about all of us. Put your hands down. For me, I would never, ever go skydiving. What about you? I would never, ever try some of the crazy TikTok challenges. Maybe some, but never, ever some of the crazy ones. But there are some things that I would probably say, that's a whatever. So I remember that there's something that I told myself that I would never, ever do. Anybody could guess? Someone said it over there. I said that I would never, ever become a pastor. I would never, ever do that. And so I remember when God was calling me to ministry to become a pastor, I was like, God, are you losing it a little bit now? It's me. I can't do that. And I was like, I'm never, ever going to do that. The first reason I never, ever wanted to do that is because I had a stuttering problem. Anybody knows about that? Yeah. I had a stuttering problem. I couldn't make one sentence straight. In fact, in school, I was the quietest child around. Because the biggest reason I thought never, ever is because where I was from, girls didn't do that. And maybe people might think I was what? Crazy. Yeah, people might think I'm crazy or weird or strange. And I never ever wanted to get into that. And so when God called me, I started to pray. And I started to fast. And I would do this for a long time because I never ever wanted to do it. And I said, God, if you would just call somebody else. Namely, I used to call my brother by name. I was like, because maybe if you went to the room next door, you would find that there's a boy there. And boys are more likely to do this than girls. But God didn't turn away, and he kept on calling me. And finally, after a while of saying never, I decided to do what God wanted me to do. And that reminds me of someone in the Bible who seemed to be the most likely never ever, but his never ever changed to a whatever. Anybody can guess what that is? Good guess. And I would probably say, they would probably say to God, never ever. But the person that I'm thinking about today, you can put your hands down. The person that I'm thinking about today, his name was Moses, was one of the people that I would say really could have said never ever. And I probably understand why he said never ever. Because Moses had gotten himself into a lot of trouble. He actually killed someone. Oh, yes he did. And because he killed someone, he had to run away. And he ran all the way to a far, far place called Midian. And he was hiding out because he didn't want to get caught by the Egyptian police. So he was on the run from Pharaoh. But one day, Moses was going on about his own business. Going my own way. He was going his own way, and then he saw something strange happening. Now, when you see something strange, you can't just keep going. You have to look and try to figure out what it was. So there he was. What did he see? It was a bush that was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. Oh, what? So there it was. It was still burning. Can you see it?
No.
Oh my goodness, in your imagination? Yeah, okay. It was burning, but it didn't burn down. And then a voice spoke to him from the burning bush, and that was God. And God said to Moses, I want you to go back to Egypt and lead the children of Israel out of slavery. Uh-oh. This would have been pretty cool if Moses wasn't already in Midian because he was hiding because he did something bad in Egypt. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd probably say, never ever, God. I'm going to go back there because they're going to lock me up. And maybe even worse, they might even kill me. But then God says to him, not only do I want you to go to Egypt and lead them out of slavery, I want you to go to Pharaoh. Uh-oh, not Pharaoh. That was the same guy he was running away from. But he ends up going back to Egypt. And you probably know the story. He leads them from all these miracles out of slavery and on to freedom. What happened for Moses? His never ever God turned into whatever God. Whatever. For some of you, surrender might seem like a big word. But you know, like if you've ever been fighting with your brother or sister, anybody? You know how you're arguing at home, right? Everybody knows about it. Put your hands down. And you know, like when you are losing, anybody been losing before?
Me.
And you can't fight with them anymore, you kind of say, I give up. You win? Well, that's what Moses did when he said to God, whatever. He said, God, I surrender to whatever. You win. Your plan is better. I still think it's still good to have some things that are never ever. I believe with God, we should never say never ever. With God, we should say, God, I'm open. I surrender to whatever.